Hello, I am Sandy Achampong, the 2021 Awards Committee Chairperson for the North Carolina Counseling Association Awards, and I want to thank you for joining me here to celebrate the recipients of the 2021 North Carolina Counseling Association, or NCCA, Awards. The Beginning Counselor Award has been established to recognize counselors who, in their first 2 years of practice, have already shown unusual skill and promise of outstanding future accomplishments. This award for 2021 is presented to Amanda McElroy. Amanda is a licensed clinical mental health counselor associate, a national certified counselor, a third-year doctoral candidate in rehabilitation counseling, and from providing counseling support to intellectually and developmentally disabled students to providing career advising, career mentoring, career counseling, and career support for undergraduate students, to supporting and teaching and mentoring and advising students in STEM majors, to her accomplishments as a researcher, as a teaching assistant, as a social justice advocate, to the Summer 2021 National Science Foundation I-Corps Fellowship for her police violence training program that she completed. Amanda has indeed demonstrated unusual skill and definite promise of continued outstanding future accomplishments. Nominators describe Amanda as one with a positive and earnest attitude, one who has a great capacity for caring, one who has a tremendous work ethic, and one who is a gem. Congratulations to you, Amanda. The Professional Writing and Research Award recognizes a member who has contributed to the profession through significant writing or research. The recipient of this award for 2021 is Dr. Russ Curtis. Dr. Curtis is Professor of Counseling at Western Carolina University, coordinator of the Clinical Mental Health Counseling program there, and also a licensed clinical mental health counselor. Since 2020, Dr. Curtis has created, edited, and published art and wellness magazines. This is an ongoing project funded in part by the North Carolina Arts Council and also by the Jackson County Arts Council of North Carolina as well. One of the magazines that Dr. Russ has created is called Masterpiece, P-E-A-C-E, and it is a wellness and art magazine. This is a magazine that Dr. Curtis created that focuses on kindergarten through 12th grade students' artwork and brief counseling and wellness articles, not only geared towards these school-age populations, but also geared towards the populations who serve these students as well. Masterpiece was published in 2020, again in 2021, and it is currently underway for its third edition in 2022. A year later, Dr. Curtis added another magazine, and it is entitled Intersection: Art, Mental Health, and Social Justice. This is a magazine that highlights art from adult populations and focuses on mental health agency and social justice organizations and work. Intersection was first published in 2021, and like Masterpiece, is well underway for its current 2022 edition. Nominators describe Dr. Curtis as one who brings creativity not only to the classroom as a counselor educator at Western Carolina University, but to the world through published magazines and even through his very active YouTube channel, where he shares counseling materials that he has written and created and crafted. And his YouTube channel has over 10,000 subscribers and has been viewed nearly 2 million times. Congratulations to you, Dr. Russ Curtis. The Jane E. Myers Wellness Counseling Award honors the memory of Dr. Jane Myers, a former counselor educator at UNC Greensboro and also former executive director of Chi Sigma Iota. This is an award that recognizes a member who has encouraged clients themselves to increase their holistic wellness through counseling practice or research that incorporates evidence-based wellness models. The recipient of this award for 2021 is Dr. Gigi Hamilton. Dr. Hamilton is a licensed clinical mental health counselor supervisor and also a national certified counselor as well. Dr. Hamilton has worked as a professional counselor for more than 25 years and has supported clients locally, nationally, and internationally towards increasing their wellness. The manager of a thriving group counseling practice, Dr. Hamilton's group not only works every day to meet the counseling and wellness needs of diverse clients, but the group even provided free virtual counseling and wellness supports to clients during the pandemic who needed care but who were not able to pay for the services. Dr. Hamilton has incorporated wellness approaches into counseling practice and research. Dr. Hamilton developed an 8-week psychoeducation program that included wellness elements and that also focused on race-based trauma. This is a program that's being used now for a Fortune 100 company nationally and also internationally as well. To enhance the wellness of school youth, Dr. Hamilton created the Emotional Reintegration School-Based Program. This is a program that helps school youth, their teachers and administrators with responding to student wellness concerns related to the pandemic. And this is a program that also has been adopted and used by schools across the United States. Co-author of a book chapter on counseling and wellness of military clients and also an Army veteran herself, Dr. Hamilton's passion and her call is on addressing social, cultural issues that arise for diverse clients and that impact their wellness. Congratulations to you, Dr. Gigi Hamilton. The Don C. Locke Multicultural and Social Justice Award honors the memory and the legacy of Dr. Don Locke, Distinguished Professor Emeritus at North Carolina State University. And this award recognizes an NCCA member who has been a champion for diversity and that has made significant contributions to enhancing multicultural and social justice within and beyond the counseling profession. The recipient of this award for 2021 is Dr. Camila Pulgar. Dr. Pulgar is a licensed clinical mental health counselor associate and also a national certified counselor as well. Dr. Pulgar is a bilingual therapist, consultant, and a researcher in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who was born in Santiago, Chile. Dr. Pulgar has worked tirelessly to fill the gap between the needs of the bilingual therapist and the Latinx community in Forsyth County. Through CareNet counseling at Wake Forest Baptist Health, Dr. Pulgar contributes to clinical and translational science institute-funded studies on the mental health care needs of the Latinx community in Forsyth County. Dr. Pulgar's other accomplishments include training Latino health advisors and implementing interventions around diabetes prevention, interviewing immigrant farm worker mothers as a part of research studies, providing clinical counseling care to children, adolescents, adults, and couples, and co-authoring publications on diet quality, depression, and weight management concerns of Spanish-speaking children, Spanish-speaking families, and also Spanish-speaking farm workers as well. And these are articles that have been published in peer-reviewed journals such as the Journal of Immigrant Minor Health and also the Journal of Immigrant and Minority Health. Dr. Pulgar is a former national board member of the National Latino Behavioral Health Association. This is a national organization that aims to make mental health services more accessible and responsive to the needs of the Latino community. Dr. Pulgar is a past recipient of the Latino Diamante Health and Sciences Award and also a past recipient of the Latino Community Coalition Notable Latino Award as well. Congratulations to you, Dr. Camila Pulgar. The Devoted Service Award recognizes a member who has provided leadership and service to NCCA and to the counseling profession well beyond the typical involvement in voluntary leadership positions in professional organizations. Dr. Sharon Webb is the recipient of this award for 2021. Dr. Webb is a licensed clinical mental health counselor supervisor, a national certified counselor, associate professor of counseling at Gardner-Webb University, and also the coordinator of the clinical mental health counseling program at Gardner-Webb also. Dr. Webb has a long-standing commitment of service within NCCA. Prior to her current role as president-elect for NCCA, she has served in leadership roles as a board member and past president for North Carolina ACEs and as a member at large and secretary for NCCA. In addition to leadership for many years within NCCA, Dr. Webb serves in volunteer roles and numerous leadership positions within the nonprofit charitable organization, the American Red Cross. Dr. Webb has served in 15 national deployments as a disaster mental health counselor. She is the disaster mental health lead for Western North Carolina, is a disaster mental health instructor. She is a board member for the Blue Ridge Piedmont Chapter Board and serves as the first chair of the board's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. Dr. Webb also volunteers as a service to the Armed Forces facilitator. Now, in this role, she provides virtual and also in-person resiliency workshops for active duty service members and their spouses, as well as for veterans and their caregivers as well. A more recent and new leadership endeavor within her counseling discipline has been with the Emotional PPE Project. The Emotional PPE Project is a volunteer-run organization created to reduce barriers to accessing mental health treatment in healthcare workers. Dr. Webb has been providing pro bono counseling services for North Carolina healthcare workers since Emotional PPE Project's inception, which was at the onset of COVID-19. Aside from all of the things that you have heard me say about Dr. Webb so far, she is also a Rotarian in her community, serving multiple years as chair of the service committee and also as a past president. Dr. Webb is deeply passionate about serving mental health needs in not only her local community, but across North Carolina and nationally as well, and it very clearly shows. Congratulations to you, Dr. Sharon Webb. The Innovation and Creativity in Counseling Award recognizes unusual exemplary achievement by members. This is an award that can be given for activities such as new program development, use of special talents, or unusual approaches to meet the needs of clients or other audiences. The recipient of this award for 2021 is Raven Gibbs, a national certified counselor and also completing her degree in clinical mental health counseling. Raven has worked long and hard to ensure that the young women she has encountered have felt supported, loved, and encouraged. Raven had a vision and executed a plan to address mental health challenges via therapeutic dance to young ladies that were not open to traditional counseling techniques and interventions. Much of Raven's time has been spent volunteering her skills to Eustress Incorporated. Now, this is a nonprofit organization aimed at raising mental health awareness in Black and Brown communities by hosting dance sessions to connect the dots between movement and mental health. Raven is well on her way to shifting the narrative of mental health in the Black community by providing a unique dance class that promotes emotional, social, cognitive, and physical integration for women of color, and that helps to improve their health and their fitness while also empowering them to tackle issues of self-care and mental health. Raven is definitely helping the 16% of Black America that had a diagnosable mental illness in the past year. Raven possesses a unique set of skills that has allowed her to not only serve clients through therapeutic dance, but also to dance professionally for many years. She started dance when she was only 4 years old and has gone on to dance or choreograph for several artists. And these include Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, and Snoop Dogg. She has also had the opportunity to act as director for UNC's first co-ed dance team, UNC Kamikaze, and also as a lead instructor at both the Bravo Academy of Dance and Faulkner's Dance and Gymnastics as well. Raven has also been able to deliver dance and movement therapy services to clients within several companies, and these include PBS, the Black Female Therapist Network, the City of Durham, Black Entertainment Television, Essence Magazine, Georgetown University, and more. Congratulations to you, Raven Gibbs. The Special Citizens Merit Award recognizes citizens, legislators, members of other professions, or others who have made substantial contributions to the helping professions or who have shown exceptional leadership in endeavors which have significantly improved conditions for clients or citizens in North Carolina. The recipient of this award for 2021 is Mrs. Ashley Canaan. Many of our rural counties in North Carolina still have a deficit of mental health professionals, and in these areas, unfortunately, clients often have to travel to neighboring areas to seek services, something that is not always easy or possible for them. It was in 2016 when Ashley joined the faculty in the counselor education program at East Carolina University. And for the last 6 years, Ashley has worked tirelessly to increase the quantity and the quality of the clinical training of professional counselors in Eastern North Carolina. Not only has Ashley trained hundreds of school counselors, clinical mental health counselors, and student affairs professionals and college counselors in the Eastern North Carolina region, but Ashley also holds a certification as a play therapist supervisor. For many years, Ashley was the only practitioner in her local community with these credentials, and during this time, she supervised play therapists in obtaining their certification. Mrs. Canaan developed a graduate level course specializing in adolescent mental health, has broadened the network of on-site supervisors in the Greenville and Eastern North Carolina areas, and is known for her steadfast dedication to top quality clinical training for counselor education students at East Carolina University. Ashley was described by her nominator as one who has made tremendous impact in the eastern region of North Carolina as the Clinical Experiences Coordinator for the Counselor Education Program at East Carolina University. The nominator also describes Ashley as one whose support for the Eastern North Carolina region of counseling professionals has been absolutely unwavering. Congratulations to you, Ashley Canan. And finally, to the North Carolina Counseling Association leadership and to all members, thank you for the work that you do and the sacrifices that you make every single day to support clients and students and groups and communities and organizations, whether here near the coast or in the Piedmont or in the mountains of our great state. You and your work are very much appreciated. Please join me again in celebrating the recipient